All right, good morning, guys. So futures here are getting hit a little bit here after PCE. They came in slightly hotter than expected. You can see on the numbers here. Core was about as expected, but we had just a little slight uptick there, and markets went right to our 6876. This is a level we've been talking about here for days and days and days. I didn't do a video yesterday in the afternoon. I didn't think anybody would watch it. Wouldn't have watched it if I were you guys. We had a really choppy session. If we look at the spiders here in the cash, I mean, this is pretty bad here yesterday. Although the levels were very precise and they were working out very well for us here, but it was just very, very, very tough to watch here. But nonetheless, it is OPEX today. Rule number one here is profit protection here. We actually just took a little trade here off of the 6861 kind of retest there. Took gains into 6876. I think I got filled at 77. So quick 10 points there and just got stopped on the runner really just now. This is what you got to do here, especially during OPEX. I want to remind you, though, a couple of things here. Well, it is OPEX, like I just said 10 times. But we look for mean reversion here. It's very, very odd. I can count on one hand the amount of times I've seen in the last several years where we saw a trend on OPEX day. So for us being down right now, I would probably think you're going to get a dip buy. And I was kind of looking for, honestly, I thought we would rally a little bit this morning and then fade. You can see we kind of did that in Asia. And it just seems London likes to sell the market here, right? We rallied up into Asia the night before. Kind of similar here. Yeah, London right around there. And then London comes in at right around 3. Yeah, it's like 3:30, I think. So the London session's been trouble for this market. But yeah, I thought we would maybe rally up here and then kind of come back in towards the end of the day or towards the open. But so far, no dice there, and we're just kind of backing off. I will say watch 6845. That's a level from yesterday's low. And you can see that we've got that trend line extended way out there. That's one of them anyway, one of the many that I have here. But we're watching that, and obviously in the Discord we'll be talking about how to engage that as well as how to engage any of these other levels here. But right now it's OPEX day. I might not take another trade. We'll see. We kind of I've been trying to swear off trading on OPEX for a while here, but with PCE this morning, it is at least kind of giving us some volatility here pre-market. So we'll see what we get there. Outside of that, NQ down, Russell down just a little bit there. Gold, silver. Gold holding up pretty well, so is silver. So silver actually acting as if there's really no changes. We're not seeing a move in the metals. Again, I know a lot of this stuff is options X related. So just take that with a grain of salt right here. We can look at the cash S&P today. Again, 6850, that's been supportive here really all week long. 6,900 and then 6,800 on the downside. So those are simple levels to look at on the cash S&P today. We're below 6850 currently. I think that's right around this spot here. Yesterday's lows. Yeah, we're right around that area. So we'll see if this ends up being supportive here. It very may well do that. But we'll see what else we get. Yeah, thank you guys for the kind words here. Yeah, Dave, I'm just not expecting a dump today. There's just too much. It's just too much open interest expiry. It's very rare to see a trend day on options X, but it has happened, but it's very rare. Something else I want to talk about too is like the implied volatilities right now. So on the spiders, you're going to see our IV rank here it's getting up there, like it's 20. It's not super high. And what we're seeing here too in like equity put call. So 0.87 yesterday, 1 the prior day, 1 the day before that, 0.88, 0.94, 1, right? So we are seeing a market here that has an insane appetite for puts. And You might say, well, okay, so doesn't that mean the market goes down? Well, not necessarily. If everybody has puts, then it's already kind of see, Dave, so you're already making my point for me. So also a ton of put buys coming in the last 2 days, short dated as well. Exactly what I'm saying here. Implied volatility is very high. So here's two things that can happen. If nothing happens, it's going to cause a massive unwind. If something happens, the market is prepared for it, and that can suppress volatility to an extent. So on the S&Ps here, I mean, we can throw our moving averages back on. You're holding on to the 100 MA right now, but if we start to break that, obviously that does invite some downside. We got the 200 down there, but I mean, a lot of people are. I just don't see anybody who's not looking for a really massive decline here, and I just don't see how that's going to happen with IV as high as it is currently, and the situation with Iran here. I mean, it's like the worst kept secret. I mean, you're not getting any alpha here by being short the market because of Iran. There's just it's so if we were to invade over the weekend here, we'd gap down, but I'm sure it would be bought up immediately. There's plenty of protection here, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm not saying that there aren't decline risks, but we're not getting this Liberation Day stuff that we got last year, and that's just my professional analysis of the situation. But as far as how today works out here, we'll see. It's OPEX. You can see. Look at this. We got a nice slice here. We'll watch this level here as well. 6861. Below that 6845. I would take probably one trade off the open if you guys haven't done anything, and then leave it for the rest of the day. This market's probably going to stay pinned around that 6850 area. So those will be levels that we're watching here. We'll talk about that in the Discord. We still have our 60% off first month active trader, 30% off swing trades. That'll be through next Friday, so get in that way you can. We'll have fun in the Discord today. We'll just kind of go over things and shoot the shit a little bit. But right now, I just wouldn't really look for a ton here today. I'm kind of more in the mean reversion camp. Yeah, you got the Supreme Court decision too. And again, there's another reason why IVs are so high here. So, yeah, Daz has got it right. No invasion, maybe missiles when missiles fly you by. Yeah. And the thing too is again, the longer that this goes on, so Trump said something about 10 days. If nothing happens here, you are holding on to, let's say you're holding on to VIX calls or S&P puts. What happens to those every single day, right? They're just going down in value. And that's going to cause dealer buyback, or that's just going to cause the party on the long end to just close it out, which causes buyback as well. So time matters here, but moreover, I'd be more, what I'm trying to say here is I'd be more worried if the VIX wasn't, as sticky as it is. That's where you get your big left tail from. So, and you can see here, VIX right now, higher lows, higher highs. So this one is a lower high here, but it's taking a lot to get this market down here. The market's still sideways, right? So that can cause a pretty sizable unwind if nothing disrupts this. But yeah, I mean, overall face value, yeah, market's been weak. It hasn't been able to follow through. We haven't really had any good news. But that's fine. The bad news hasn't taken the market down, so that's usually what you really care about. Yet anyway. So yeah, XLF has been weaker. But I mean, regional banks haven't. So if we're really worried about risk in financials, the regional banks should be the ones leading to the downside, I would think. Credit is at new highs here, so dividend adjusted. Yeah, HYG is still okay here. Set the gap up today. Additionally, again, I know I've pointed this out before, but you guys, I mean, some of you guys think you act like everybody's long this market. They're not. Trust me, they're not long. I just showed you the data there too. But I mean, who's long is commercials, and hedge funds and retail are dumping this market here, dumping that NASDAQ. I'm very interested to see how NQ performs post OPEX here. If we don't get anything that really pushes this market off a cliff here, I mean, software rebounding can do a lot. So, my kind of just my thoughts here are just you always defer to the trend, always defer to the bulls until they give you a reason to stop doing it. The market ES is a mechanism that is rigged to go higher. It needs a reason to go down, not up. But anyway, we'll talk about that more later today on Gamma Boy trades. We'll cover the levels here. As always, we'll watch 6845 and then 6861 to 63 area. Could be an actionable move here. You guys in the Discord know what I'm talking about, and we'll get into that more later. But anyways, you guys take care. Thanks for coming out. Don't forget to like the stream if you guys like the content. Come find me on Carnivore Trades, and we'll see you guys all in the afternoon video.